Hey, what's up, guys? It's Chad here with Voice with Chad. I'm doing these videos now. I'm going to try to do them about once a month because I have a lot of you asking different questions when it comes to vocal stuff through social media, and I want to just kind of start actually answering them for you right here. So that's what I'm going to start doing. It's a Q&A kind of deal. So I took some of your questions, and I'm going to read them here, and we're going to go through them and go from there. All right, my first question is from JC Brugnan. I don't know if I said that right. JC Brugnan. You can correct me later on socials if you need to. Your question is, what singing skills do you teach in your lessons? It's kind of a broad question. It all depends on you. It all depends on you as a student, as a singer. The first thing we'll do if we were to have a lesson together, and a lot of my current students know this already, but I'll assess you. We'll take our first lesson for me to figure out your voice, figure out what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, figure out what you want to do with music, what your goals are with music, and then we'll go from there as far as what specifically we'll work on together. Everybody's different. Everybody has different strengths, different weaknesses. So I can't just say that there's one thing that we're going to do. But if I had to, I would tell you that we would work on a mixed tone. That's kind of the long-term goal for all my students, is to develop a mixed voice and sing in a mixed tone and a mixed voice. What I mean by that, a lot of you are probably like, I've never heard that in my life, and up to like 8 years ago, I never had either. I had moved here to Nashville, and I immediately went looking for a vocal coach, the best one in town, and that was a guy by the name of Brett Manning. A lot of you probably heard of him. He allowed me to discover that mixed tone and taught me that mixed tone. And a couple years later, I had mastered that mixed tone. Not mastered. It took a long time before I could really say I mastered mixed tone. It's an easy thing to teach, or it's an easy thing to tell you what it is, but it's a lot harder to master for sure. But what a mixed tone is essentially is quite simple. So you have your chest voice. A lot of you know it's a vocal register. You have your chest voice. When I'm speaking, my tone is resonating here. A lot of you sing in your chest voice. And then we have our head voice, and that's up here. If I were to talk and I'm talking in my head voice, I sound crazy, but it's up here. That's your head voice. And then you have your pharyngeal voice, which a lot of you, again, probably don't know about. But your pharyngeal essentially is just this really nasally tone that comes right here. To the front of your face, essentially, like, yeah, it's a weird, annoying sound, and you'll figure out that we make a lot of weird sounds if you have a lesson with me, but it's all for the good, I promise. So you have your chest voice, your head voice, your pharyngeal. So all we're going to do is take those, put them together, and make a mixed tone. So you're literally going to mix the tones together, all registers together, to give you this mix that will allow you to go through your breaks and bridges in your voice. What I mean by that, a lot of you singers will only have a chest voice or a head voice. There's nothing in the middle. So when you're singing a song or singing a scale, the only thing you know how to do is stretch out your chest voice as much as you can. Then when it gets too high, you're going to flip into this soft head voice, and there's nothing in between. So, for instance, if I'm doing a long scale here, and I'm doing, I'm just gonna sing in a chest voice and a head voice, you would have a break in your voice, and it would go like, like you just flip into this head voice. So if I'm gonna do it right, and I have a mixed tone, now I can and so I'm literally going from my chest voice through my bridge, through my mix, in my head a little bit, in your mix, and so forth. And I can go all the way up the scale like that because I've learned to sing in this mixed tone. So then once you learn that, your range will go way up. And once you're up in the high stuff, you're not, like in your head voice, it's pretty weak. You'll be like, hey, it's the best you can do. If I'm in my mix, hey, you suddenly have tone and presence there, and it's all your mix. It's 100% my mix. And it also gives you vocal fatigue will be better than you've ever imagined. A lot of you who stretch out that chest voice as high as you can, if you sing a lot, you're going to wear out. That's going to wear out quickly because you're pulling that chest and you're pulling it up, and it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt your cords, and you're going to wear out quick. And pharyngeal, you're not going to wear out. You're putting it up here, and once you learn how to put it there, and it's not bringing your Adam's apple up, and you're not putting all this pressure on your cords, it's a whole new ball game, and you feel like you could literally sing for days. And it's just, again, singing in this mixed tone has really made my career, and I could say that, 100%. All right, last question is from Taylor Fletcher. She asks, what are some vocal warm-ups you would recommend that could also be done if you don't have as much time to warm up before singing? This one is an easy one. This is something that you will find me and the guys doing before we sing anywhere. I mean, for shows, before the studio, it doesn't matter. We're going to do this warm-up. This is called lip rolls or lip trills, whatever you want to call them. Basically, it's like if you were cold and you're like, that's a lip roll. So you can do these with the piano. You can do scales with them, or if you don't have a piano, you can just do them freely without a piano. All you simply do here is you just however you want to do them, but I like to go from down, and I like to slide up and then slide back down. This will get you warmed up really fast. Nothing warms you up faster. It literally works every vocal. It literally works every part of your vocals instantly and really quick. And it also doesn't push you too hard because you don't want to warm up and push too hard right away. You want to treat your vocal cords the way you would treat your body. If you were to go to a gym, you're walking to the gym to do a workout, and you went straight to the bench press, and the first thing you did without stretching or anything was the most weight you would do on bench press. I hope you wouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. If you are doing it, you'll probably get hurt. Your body won't be ready for your workout, and it's a good way. It's a good way to hurt yourself, and it's a good way to wear yourself out very quickly. Same thing with singing. You need to treat your vocal cords the same way. When you warm up, no matter what, take your time. Do a long warm up. Don't rush through it. I know your question was the quickest way to do it. So if you have to hurry to do it, that's fine. Just do lip rolls. Lip rolls are great. A good way to do these lip rolls, by the way, it makes it sustain easier. Sometimes people struggle with these. You can put your hands next to your mouth, like about right here, and you would just kind of push them in a little bit and just, if you do a scale, you can, and simple as that. It'll warm you up really quick. You may feel this like tickle in your nose, which is good. That's a good feeling that you want. It means you're doing it right. So it's a good thing. It's a great thing to do. It's a great thing to practice. A great warm up to do before you sing. So yeah, that's the best one I got for you. Thank you, Taylor Fletcher. Well, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you ever have a vocal question for me and you want me to answer on one of these, just email me at voicewithchad@gmail.com. Whether you're a student or not, you still could get on here, and your question could get on here. If you want to take a lesson with me, visit voicewithchad.com. You can get all the information you need there about lessons together. We can do them right here over Skype from anywhere in the world. Or if you happen to be in Nashville or around Nashville, you can come right here to me and we can do lessons together. So you can get those off voicewithchad.com and see all the information you need on it. Thanks a lot, guys. See you next time.